Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Barcelona injury crisis. And I'm sorry to announce to everybody here that yes, Joan Garcia and Raphinha will not be featuring for the match against Real Sociedad and PSG for next week. We just spoke about how important it is for Barcelona to deliver a great win on Sunday night and on Wednesday night. They're two very important games, big games, and we want to come in with our all. But unfortunately, we're not going to have our best Champions League player, Raphinha, and our best goalkeeper, Joan Garcia. In terms of the recent update and what happened to Joan Garcia, it states here that Barcelona have confirmed Joan Garcia suffered a tear of the internal meniscus in his left knee. He is going to go through a surgery that is going to be performed by Dr. Joan Carles, and his estimated recovery time is going to be around 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the progress. Like, let me tell you guys, bro, like, don't be surprised if we hear tomorrow or maybe on Sunday night that the doctor just found out that yes, you know, like after the surgery, it's not going to be 4 to 6 weeks. It's going to take 8 to 10 weeks. It might even take 3 months. Very similar to what happened with Gavi, right? I don't know if you guys remember, but like 2 weeks ago, it was said that Gavi is injured and that he's going to be out until like mid-October, or maybe even best case scenario, the beginning of October. He'll return, but then only to find out like a week ago, Gavi's going to be out for the next 5 to 6 months. The same thing could go on with Joan Garcia. We just never know. It's a huge blow for FC Barcelona. Garcia will miss the match versus Real Sociedad, PSG, Girona, Olympiacos, and Real Madrid. That's all going to take place after the international break. So this does mean that Szczęsny will return to the starting 11 to replace Joan Garcia. Now, luckily for us, Joan Garcia has shown that he is a capable goalkeeper, a goalkeeper that is reliable in terms of shot stopping. Now, the reason why Hansi wanted to bring in Joan Garcia 3 months ago is because Joan Garcia is really good at acting like a sweeper, somebody who can come out of his box, take on the ball possession, and look for a alternative, look for players that are open. Hansi did not see the best out of Szczęsny when it came to that. So we have to be very careful on how we do distribute the ball moving forward. This also does mean that Diego Kochen is going to be returning as well. He has been recalled from the Under-20 World Cup in Chile to strengthen the goalkeeper depth, because like what if Szczęsny does also get injured? You just never know. He was originally called up for the USA, but because of this emergency meeting that everybody had to have, Diego Kochen is coming back, and the 18-year-old Eder Aled is also expected to serve as a backup, and he was already in the squad for the match against Real Oviedo. So it's a huge blow. And in regards to Raphinha, he is going through a hamstring injury. Barcelona have confirmed that Raphinha sustained a hamstring injury during the match against Oviedo. And notice the consistency here. Like, it's always about like, oh yeah, this player got injured and he's going to be out for maybe this amount of time. It's not too serious. He'll return as soon as possible, etc., etc. Like they did with Gavi, like what they're going to do with Joan Garcia. And the same thing happened to Raphinha 2 days ago when the match was over against Oviedo. It was said that Raphinha's injury was not that serious. Everybody was saying like, oh yeah, like Raphinha's okay. It's just a precautionary measure. We just have to take him out on the 64th minute. Everything is going to be okay. But only to find out yet again today that his expected recovery time is going to be 3 weeks. So he will miss the match against Real Sociedad, against PSG, against Girona, and he is expected to return after the international break, so before Joan Garcia. Now here's the thing, even though Raphinha's absence is going to hurt, I'm actually very, very happy to say that I trust Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford has done amazing as a left winger. He has done so good that he even forced Raphinha to be on the right wing position. That is how good Marcus Rashford has been, and we talked about his recent form. This guy has 6 goal contributions in the past 5 matches, giving an assist there, a goal there, a brace against Newcastle, another assist here, another assist there. Marcus Rashford is consistent. He is reaching his best level. And I do think that with Marcus Rashford on the left and Olmo in the center, with Lamine on the right, Barcelona can still do a lot of damage. Let's also remember that we're going to be having Roony Bardghji as another option. And speaking about Lamine Yamal, the positive news here is that Lamine Yamal is fit again. So he is confirmed to be featuring in the match against the Real Sociedad and PSG. He's ready to return. Like, he even posted himself that he's coming back, and he's coming back just in time. Like, can you imagine if Barcelona had Raphinha and Yamal both absent because of an injury? That would be insane. Like, I don't even know how you would embrace an attacking setup without Yamal and Raphinha. If Yamal never came back, I probably would have said, okay, it's going to be Marcus Rashford on the left and Ferran Torres on the right. Like, who else are we going to be having on the right wing position besides Roony Bardghji? But with Yamal returning, we're going to be talking about what is going to be the most expected 11 against PSG in just a few minutes, because I also want to give out some slight updates in regards to Gavi, because Gavi is also out for the next 5 months. He was originally expected to be out for a few weeks, but everything is confirmed that he's not going to return until like the end of February. So there is no miracle here. Gavi is going to be out for a very long time, and as of now, Barcelona are going to be without Joan Garcia, Raphinha, and Gavi. Also, speaking about returnees and players who are going to be out, Alejandro Balde is also expected to feature in the match against Real Sociedad. So that's very good. I'm very happy to announce that, you know, the fact that Lamine has recovered, Alejandro Balde has also recovered, and they have trained with the group. It's great that we're going to be strengthening the wings, one on the left side and and one on the right side. And so yes, the fact that Raphinha left and did weaken the flanks, I'm happy to also state that with Balde and Rashford, something could be built there. Great chemistry, right? I honestly believe that Rashford and Balde can bring us a lot of great football. And I believe that Barcelona will be prepared. They will be prepared for whatever's going to happen against Sociedad and against PSG without Raphinha and without Joan Garcia. This Barcelona team knows how to adapt, and they adapt much better to losses compared to how we were last season. This team managed, for some reason, to get 4 wins out of 4 games without Yamal and Balde. Think about that. Last season, Flick's Barca, every time they either lost Pedri or Yamal, especially with Yamal, Barcelona did suffer, and especially in chance creation. But we don't see that anymore. We don't see that this season. There is no excuses. And I believe that Hansi Flick has told that to the players, and they're like, look, if Yamal leaves, it does not matter. We have to perform in the exact same way. If Lewandowski leaves, it does not matter. Fernand, you're going to have to score just like Lewandowski does score. And Fernand is doing that. So like, there is no excuses this season. This Barcelona team delivers no matter what, no matter who does get injured, even if it's the most important player. Even with Balde leaving and being out for a couple of weeks this season, we still adapted well with Gerard Martin. We could not have done that last season. Do you guys remember what happened with the absence of Balde when we had to go through the matches of Inter Milan, etc., like in those last 2 or 3 months of the season? It was horrible. Barcelona lacked a lot of efficiency on the left back position without Balde, but this season we look much different. And so I do want to end it with this conversation. What is going to be Barcelona's most expected starting 11 against PSG, which is the most important game so far of the season? And I think that we're going to be functioning within a 4-2-3-1 system, as we always do, with Koundé, Araujo, Cubarsí, and Balde at the back. I don't know if Eric Garcia is going to be starting. I know that I have just talked about how Eric Garcia is going to be probably one of the most important players for Hansi Flick's Barca for the next 2 seasons minimum, but we just don't know if Hansi Flick is going to be counting on Eric Garcia for this match specifically. Now, I know it sounds strange for me to say that, Eric Garcia is going to be benched and Araujo should be there, because historically Araujo has always suffocated, has always made mistakes against PSG, because PSG is a team that does like to maintain possession, that does like to press and force mistakes from the defensive line, and Araujo is the main bait. But we'll see. I don't know. It's going to be very difficult. I think that it could go either way. It could be Eric Garcia and Cubarsí, or it could be Araujo and Cubarsí. And as you can see on the goalkeeper position, we have Szczęsny, because we're not going to be having Joan Garcia. Szczęsny is more than capable to be ready. As for the double pivot, it's going to be Frankie and Pedri, as always, with Olmo as the number 10. I don't see any other number 10. I'm more than happy to welcome maybe some ideas from you guys on who do you guys believe should be our number 10 for this night, but I believe it's only Olmo. Like, who else? I really don't see anybody else. So Olmo in the number 10 position, with Yamal on the right wing position and Marcus Rashford on the left wing position, and Lewandowski on the striker position. I know that it seems a little crazy for me to say that Yamal and Balde are automatically going to be starting for the match against PSG, but I just think that the reason why I believe they will be there is because in the match against Sociedad, they're not going to be starting, but they're going to be integrated slowly, have a couple minutes here and there, and they're going to be fresh and ready for the match against PSG. So let me know in the comment sections down below, what do you believe should be Barcelona's starting 11 against PSG next week on Wednesday? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.